1, 2, 3, let's go.
Wednesday afternoon, hoping you will tune into our show. It's hosted by Cuz.
Welcome back to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast. And in case you're just joining us, you're listening to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast with Emmy, Hikins and Trevor.
So, going off the information that you've given, I've watched a lot of crime shows, just like I'm sure you guys have. So, firstly, I'd like to add, it weren't a violent crime. Not in my opinion, because most violent crimes, especially crimes of passion, are more hands-on and personal. So I know he's killed his wife and his mum, so there's obviously, he wants to leave his life, but he don't want to leave somebody that's going to suffer with him gone, is what I'd take from that. Plus, he shot them dead. He didn't strangle them or stab them, which is a more personalised violent crime. So I think he knew that he wanted to take himself out. He's done with the world. And his mum and his wife were the people who loved him, so he was making sure they didn't have to suffer and deal with the crap that he was going to leave. That's what I take from that part. So obviously the man was very deeply and emotionally hurt for whatever reason. But I also think that he's a bit of a coward because he couldn't take his own life. So instead he went out there and forced other people to take his life. Now, by doing that, he obviously shot a lot of people dead. I don't think that was a hate crime. I don't believe it was malicious or even violent. I think that was just a means to an end. In order for the police to shoot him dead, he would have to do something atrocious, like bare armed and start firing at people. So maybe he did just snap as well and just want to kill a lot of people too. I'm not disputing that, but I don't think it was. I don't think it was a malicious crime. I don't think it was a hate crime. I don't think it was anything violent. I think he just wanted a means to an end, and shooting a lot of people was going to solve that problem.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let me just read his suicide notes. As I say, it was death by cop, wasn't it, really?
Yeah.
And this is what he said. It's not very long. I do not really understand myself these days. I am supposed to be an average, reasonable and intelligent young man. However, lately, I've been a victim of many unusual and irrational thoughts. It was after much thought that I decided to kill my wife, Kathy, tonight. I love her dearly, and she has been a fine wife to me, as any man could ever hope to have. I cannot rationally pinpoint any specific reason for doing this. I talked to a doctor once for about 2 hours and tried to convey to him my fears that I felt overcome by overwhelming, violent impulses. After one session, I never saw the doctor again, and since then I've been fighting my mental turmoil alone and seemingly to no avail. And the last bit, I imagine it appears that I brutally killed both of my loved ones. I was only trying to do a quick, thorough job. If my life insurance policy is valid, please pay off my debts. Donate the rest anonymously to a mental health foundation. Maybe research can prevent further tragedies of this type. Now, I think, Cuz, you were closer perhaps to this than you realised, because what happened, the doctors did take him at his request, and they took out his brain. They looked at his brain, and they discovered, now the brain has got many areas which the neuroscientists do understand. Not many of us do, unfortunately. I certainly don't. But what they found underneath something called the thalamus, putting pressure on the amygdala, there was a small but growing tumour.
Oh.
And it hadn't been there.
We're going to take a short break now. We're back shortly. You've been listening to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show with Trevor and Emmy Hikins.
The Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast is looking for sponsors. If you're a company out there looking to spread the word about the products and services you provide, please get in touch with Deepstuff Radio Podcast on info@deepstuffrecords.com, or to use the contact form on our website to contact us, please visit radio.deepstuffrecords.com. Also, if you're looking to get involved on the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast, reach out via our Deepstuff Radio Facebook page. Thank you.
into our show. It's hosted by Cuz, the leader of our gang. Will make the show go with a bang and fund the aim of everything Cuz does.